Hi everybody and welcome to this International Party 9-hole cup walkthrough for Rookie Division. As always on the channel here we are using true rookie level clubs. May not have the exact same club level as you, but should give you an idea on the approaches and the shots available for you to play according to your club level and what balls you are able to use as well. Please do hit thumbs up on the video and make sure you subscribe to the channel. It is totally free to do so. Check out the links in the video description down below as well. We have a nice mixture of 3 courses here, so here come those replays of all 9 holes with my adjustments voiced over as well. Let me know in the comments section if you are going to be playing rookie, if you're looking forward to this tournament, and we will see you all very soon. Let's get started with hole number 1. Two options on this par 4. We're going to start by looking at the conservative route. So, playing with the Quasar with 4.5 top spin and 2 bars side spin to the right, top right of the red ring touching the rough with the extra mile level 6. Adjustment here is going to be maximum distance 10% elevation. And again, I'm going with full curl with the extra mile 6, that is just over half a ball of curl outside the adjustment ring to the right. Hitting perfect, and this ball will be very nicely going down the fairway, not threatening the rough at all, but leaving us in a good position where we can go for the pin from distance with our wood club. Here I'm playing with the Viper just in case I would be short with the Sniper, as we do have headwind here as we've turned the corner with the direction of the hole, so the wind angle will change. No spin is what I'm doing here. I'm just backing up slightly, landing towards the beginning of the bunker just to the left, of course. The adjustment I make here is medium distance 10% elevation. Obviously with the Viper not going to have as much ball guide, so we just have to aim as best we can. If you do have the Sniper though, of course, then the ball guide will be your friend. Hitting perfect, and we do give this one a good go. It just misses to the right hand side, but if we can get an eagle there, it's going to be a real bonus in our rounds. If you want to play more aggressively, and you do have, especially if you do have some tailwind, here is a shot with a Berserker. And here I don't want to clear the rough at all. I want to land in the rough and roll out. 4.5 top spin, 2 bars side spin to the right, stretching out and just aiming actually at the pin, as you can see there, maybe just slightly to the left. Then I adjust max plus 10, and then I push back up to max. This is obviously with an extra mile 6. If you're playing with big clubs, obviously you may overshoot, so have that in mind. Full overpower after we've pushed back up, and a little bit of curl to the right. Hitting perfect, but minor great left, minor great right should still be fine. The problem here is we're not going to be able to control how much rollout we're going to have. It is going to be very, very inconsistent, but this is going to set up an eagle opportunity with the Thorn, and it's up to you which route you want to take. Finding max, finding min, and then working out that I'm just going to be setting up slightly beyond medium distance here, so I am applying some spin, and in the end I decide to go with 1 bar of backspin just to steady the ball, and now I'm aiming at the pin, obviously again leaving the ball guide short. So here I'm playing true club distance here with 10% elevation. As I'm just beyond mid, then my calculation here was mid plus 10, but then I added 0.1. So if you think you're very close to mid, either on the short or long side, you can just add or subtract 0.1 rather than making a guess with the slider. Entirely up to you, but there we do drop it very nicely for an eagle. So if you fancy the risk, then there's an option for you. And going with the Sniper, obviously this is Sniper level 6. If you don't have the Sniper, then go with the Viper. Obviously you will have slightly less ball guide, but the shot is still possible. So bullseye in the middle of the rough there. You can see half the red ring outside the rough on the left. Adding spin so that we have the ball guide to the pin. Adjustment here, medium distance, 10% elevation in most cases. This is going to be approximately 1-on-1 or thereabouts, but do check it with a wind app. Mid plus 10. Then we bounce very, very nicely, and we just creep this one in on the left-hand side. Make sure that ball guide is going nicely into the pin area. We don't want to fall short here because it does go slightly uphill to the pin. Onto this par 5 now, 4.5 topspin, 1 bar side spin to the right with a Titan ball. We do need distance on this one. Setting up almost at max distance with my extra mile level 5 in this instance, ball guide aiming right down the fairway. Adjustment, max distance, 10% elevation, and we do want to ensure we hit perfect here. The fairway is quite narrow, so obviously a perfect ball is good, especially playing with rookie level drivers that may not have that much accuracy. And this one does roll down the fairway very nicely. Could maybe just push it a little bit harder, but we are safely down there. Second shot here, I do have the Viper level 6. Sadly, I really needed to pack my sniper. But of course, true rookie players, you may not have the sniper in a very developed level. So we may have to just go with whatever wood club we have available. Ball guide is good though, which is why the sniper is preferred. I'm going to go for the rough bump because it is the best chance at dropping this one for Albatross. 2 to 3 bars of backspin depending on the wind angle, and we're going with a click of side spin to the left just to aim the ball guide as best we can at the pin. Here I'm approximately mid distance of club, however I choose to play this one max numbers 0 elevation. So max distance 0 elevation is what I play in the video here. We do hit perfect and bounce very nicely. The speed is nice, but just needed a little bit extra on the adjustment for the Albatross. Extra mile 5 here, going with a Berserker, but if you have extra mile 6 plus, go with a Titan, you can still make it. Okay, so for the top spin, 2 bars side spin to the right, just stretch out a little bit, find your position. I adjust max plus 10. Then I'm pushing back up to max. Once I'm done, I'm then going to take my shot. I'm going with 1.5 to 2 rings of overpower and just under half a ball of curl there, just to get us in nicely towards the green. Do it a minor great left, but it's fine, and a minor great right is fine as well. As you can see, loads of room on the landing point there. And it rolls very nicely. I did try this with extra mile 6 and a Titan, went with a little bit more topspin and also fine. Second shot, working out my club distance here, you'll either be very close to min or about halfway between min and mid. So I play this one 25% slider, so exactly in between minimum and medium distance. 2 bars of backspin, and if you have got lower level thorn like 7 or below, don't forget, look at the ball guide here, leave it short of pin as shown. Then I'm adjusting, like I said, 10% elevation, halfway between minimum and medium distance. If you are using slider, 25%, and if you want to know what the slider is in your wind apps, check out the Academy playlist on the channel. Hit perfect, and this one goes very nicely in for an eagle. Once again on this par 5, going to need a Titan for the distance on the drive and also the second shot. For the drive here, I'm playing left side, which is often the case with rookie, and I want to go for the double bounce onto that separate area of fairway. So about 4 bars topspin, 1 bar side spin to the right, and just leaving about 1 ring between the second bounce and the rough. That's because the tailwind will give us an extended path on the ball than what is shown with the ball guide. Adjustment here, max plus 10, and then we're going to take our shot. Not going with any overpower, just hit perfect, and you'll see when we do hit a perfect ball, we bounce very nicely once on the fairway, second time on the fairway here, right before the rough, and it just hops over beautifully, and we get a nice rollout down on the next piece of fairway. Second shot from here, I do recommend you play with a wood club with distance. Big dog is good, or if you do have the horizon, for the topspin and the ball guide, that would be a very good choice as well. However, in both instances, obviously, we don't have that much accuracy. Here I go with some topspin and 2 bars side spin to the left. Did need to put a bit more topspin on this one, though I misread the ball guide, and we do come in short. So I would suggest going with 3 bars of topspin for this wind angle. Here I'm playing medium distance, 10% elevation. And primarily our focus here is just to bounce over the rough and get nicely onto the green for the eagle. Sadly, I do hit a minor great right, but we're still fine, and this will bounce over very nicely. And like I said, it runs onto the green, and we're going to be putting for the eagle. On this par 3, I am going to go for the rough bump. Headwind angle is a bit tricky that we have here though. Crosswind is a much nicer shot to play, but I'm still going to give it a go. Recommend going with the sniper because we do have an accurate club there, and we do have the all-important thing of ball guide. Going with a navigator just to cut down the wind a little bit, and then I'm applying spin to get the ball guide just above the pin here. In the video here, I'm going to adjust this one 1 to 1. So for 3.3 miles per hour in wind with the sniper, I'm going to go with 3.3 rings. Obviously, if you're not using the sniper, then that will not work due to different club accuracies. Perfect ball here, though, does catch the rough very nicely, but we just needed a little bit more on the adjustment or to offset the ball guide slightly more above the hole. Comes in with a little lacking in pace, and we just miss to the left. So Quasar ball is what I'm going with here, and I'm going to bounce over. You can go with a higher power ball and go with overpower and clear directly, but I want to show you a more conservative option. So I'm going with a Quasar 4.5 top spin, 2 bars side spin to the left. And we're aiming here with a little bit of the red ring touching the rough on the left. And I'm going to adjust maximum distance 20% elevation. Then we're going to take our shot, and with my extra mile level 6, I'm going with full curl, and that is half a ball of curl outside the adjustment ring to the left. Perfect ball away. If you're worried about hitting a great right and going into the sand, as you can see we do need the curl, then you could play with the katana instead, because that will give you 3 bars of side spin to the left, so that just gives you a little bit more room for error. Second shot though, that's going to be absolutely fine here, and we're towards maximum distance of the short iron. So here I'm setting up with some backspin, and then I'm going to aim at the pin, leaving the ball guide slightly short, obviously because we're playing with rookie level clubs here on the channel. And then here I'm going to adjust almost at maximum distance with 10% elevation. I actually play it 85% on the slider. Plenty of information on the slider on the Academy tutorial playlist on the channel. If you don't want to use the slider, play maximum distance with 10% elevation minus 0.2 from a similar point if you've done a drive exactly like mine, or very similar at least. Max plus 10 minus 0.2 will get you very close indeed, and we drop that very nicely for an eagle. Going with a Quasar here, and it's a little bit of backspin only and some side spin. I'm aiming in the centre of that rough patch between the fairway and the bunker. The blue ring is touching the sand and the rough on the left at the same time, so we're kind of boxing in the blue ring. So we've got 2 great reference points there. Then you add the spin, get the ball guide to the hole. Adjustment mid plus 10 is what I do here. And this one is just slightly under adjusted. We need to add, I would say, another 0.1, maybe 0.2. Going with extra mile 5, it's better than the big top at level 1 for me. I would tend to go with extra mile over the big topper just for the extra bit of accuracy. Max top spin, 1 bar of right spin, adjust max plus 10, aim straight down the middle, push up to max and go full overpower. We do hit a great left, however the fairway is wide enough that we get away with it. Whether we got away with it with a big topper, I'm not sure because the accuracy is not great, but we are fine here, and I will still show you a great method to get on the green safely in 2. Big dog. Go with the wood club here. It will be the big dog for true rookies. A couple of bars of top spin depending where you are from your drive. I go to 2.5 here in the end. And 2 bars of right spin, and we're not going for the albatross. We're just going to get on the green and take our eagle. Adjust max plus 5. Then I'm going to push up to max. Just look at where this second bounce is. That'll be your reference. Then I'm going with a ring and a little bit of overpower, maybe a ring and a half. and a little bit of curl to the right, but don't over curl it, because if you do hit a bait ball, you may well get yourself in the sand. So just get safely on. You see there, we're just okay, and it rolls very nicely.